This is Venkat, President of Kannada Sangha Singapore. The community is Kannada. Of course, we call ourselves Kannadigas. In Singapore, we call ourselves as Singanadigas, Singapore Kannadigas. So, yeah, we have a long history, like almost since 1960s. They started with 3 families here in Singapore in early 80s, and then they form about 10-15 families in 90s. Then that's how our organization Kannada Sangha Singapore formed in 1996, registered in ROS, what we call Registry of Society in Singapore. Now, yeah, from 3 to 100, now it's more than 2,000 families in our organization, and I heard it's almost like 8,000 families in Singapore. That's very important. I mean, very good question. In fact, it's a very important question to ask ourselves. Like, yeah, when we out of our motherland, we'll get to know the value of our culture, and most importantly, why we form communities is to get together and connect back to our roots back in India. That's how start, we start to look for the families and create families regardless of anything, like just one language, and most importantly, as Indians, we connect together here in Singapore. And yeah, that's how it started. But lately what happens is for our kids, most importantly for our kids to connect back to our language, our culture, our motherland. That's how the communities really play a big role in that actually, in outside India. Yeah, I mean, back in India also, you see, we always have a reasons to celebrate. The festival is one among them, which we bring together families. Those days, they used to get together as a family and celebrate, and that normalizes many things and bring us together. In the same way, festival play a very important role to bring communities together and connect back to our rituals or whatever cultures we have back in India. That's very important, yeah. Yeah, there's 2 things on this. First thing, I will go with the first thing is actually because any Indian, like NRI, what we call, we always want to connect back to India. And I think it's a dream to have one house in our own motherland, whether you stay there or not, but we need to have that kind of satisfaction to feel ourselves like being Indian or being nativity connects there. And second thing is, most importantly for us, is investment. And investment purpose could be anything, like the first thing comes in our mind is to have a house, to our own home back in India. Second part is mostly on investments. And nowadays youngsters, especially youngsters, they are investing a lot for the financial purposes. Yeah, it solves most of the things. Definitely the real estate add value. Of course, stock is like uncertainty, but whereas land or property, it gives you kind of some commitment, and also it definitely grows. That's what we have in our mind, and it is growing. In fact, if you look back for 20 years, it is actually, you actually are getting the returns like 3 times, 4 times, which is not sure in other investments, you see. That is why most of the people definitely invest in real estates nowadays. Yes, absolutely, we need that actually. One thing what I noticed since 25 years, we have that kind of doubts and a lot of questions in ourselves. When you're back in India, there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of people talk to you, but you really don't know where to go and whom to approach, But whereas these kind of exhibitions come here to Singapore, and they have some kind of trust, they build, like branding. They have that trust. So it goes by trust, first thing, and mouth to mouth. From organization point of view, what I see as a president, because ours is a non-profit organization in Singapore, our aim is to connect people, community together in cultural, whatever way we can connect. So this is also one of the way we connect people actually, So those people here looking for investments back in India, So definitely they are also looking for these kind of opportunities. So they go through our organization, they also have some kind of trust. Oh, it is coming from Kannada Sangha means it's, trustworthy. So this is also actually a community building activity for us actually. No, I really want everyone to come and attend and encourage such events, because ultimately, yes, it is benefiting you and benefiting us also as an organization, because sometimes the support from sponsors, it means a lot for any organization in that way to organize events, big events, whatever it is. Again, it's going back to the society. But if you look at the Indian economy, we are actually being a part of that now. By doing this, we are also bringing up that Indian economy or Singapore economy, So we are definitely contributing in those aspects. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಗನಡಿಗರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇದೇ ತಿಂಗಳು ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 27 ಮತ್ತು 28 ಬಹು ದೊಡ್ಡವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಶೋ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಮರೀನಾ ಬೇ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಂಘ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಂಬಲಿಸಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.